Hi, it's Barbara. Have you ever had a book that you could read over and over again? Because each time you read it, yet you found something new, something exciting, something even you got a deeper understanding? Well, in this series, Reading with Barbara, I will read you excerpts from books that had that effect on me. Books that I'm reading over and over again because each time I get a deeper understanding of that book. And reading books of the great minds certainly helps with that. It gives you healthy food for your mind. And the book I'm reading from today is a book from the German author Hermann Hesse. He got a Nobel Prize for Literature. And the book is titled Siddhartha. This book has sold millions and millions over the past decades. As the title says, it's on the life of Siddhartha. And I will read you some excerpts because in that book you follow the life of Siddhartha. Where first he is like a Brahmin and he has this ascetic life. He prays and he fasts and he is in a way even judgmental of people he thinks do not follow this holy path. Siddhartha did not notice it. He only noticed that the bright and clear inward voice that had once awakened in him, had always guided him in his finest hours, had become silent now. The world had caught him pleasure, covetousness, idleness, and finally also that vice that he had always despised and scorned as the most foolish, acquisitiveness, property, possessions, and riches had also finally trapped him. They were no longer a game and a toy. They had become a chain and a burden. How deep is this? Before he was that more ascetic, holy man, he has become he had played the game of life and he wanted to feel what it was like to run a business. And in the beginning it was like a game and he was following his joy. But then he got trapped. And how many of us, like in growing up, we get trapped in the chasing material goods just for the chasing. There is no longer the joy of running a business, the joy of creating something. No, we are only interested in accumulating material possessions and we lose a spark in that process. And at the end of the book you will see, and I think that's a very healthy attitude in life. It's to be in the world but not of the world. And he had experienced both. At a certain moment he had been all, following the spiritual path and not being in the world at all and being of the world. And then he had followed the other side, being completely of the world, but forgetting that he was a spiritual being too. And combining both is a balance that each of us, we have to find in life. Being in the world, having that joy of just being human, but yet knowing it is a spiritual experience at the essence.